Good evening. Welcome to Selection Bag. This week our girls have been picking the early spring products that have caught their eye. Morning, girls.
Morning.
Hey. Okay, so why don't you just run us through what you're liking from the markets this week? Tamsin?
Okay, so this week my favourite spring pick is an old classic combination, really. If I get it out here, you can see the delicate yellow, the dark brown. Every girl knows what it is from the off. They're comfortable, reliable, flattering.
Yeah, okay, so why don't you just describe the cut for us, please, for our listeners, Tamsin?
Sure, so the custard cream is a squarish, more chunky shape with the wonderful engraving on top, slightly studded, and the bourbon is more oblong. It's the same sort of structure with the two identical oblong biscuits sandwiching the cream in the middle. Everybody knows how these can both be tailored. You can break down the biscuit on the outside to reveal the cream underneath. You can lick the cream, or you can just nibble away slightly the biscuits to the side and not reveal all the cream straight away. And that is the joy of choosing them. It's the tailoring, and together they're a really strong combination.
They are classic, aren't they, Penelope?
They are, and the great thing is that anybody can pull them off. You don't have to have perfect hair or be stick thin. I think they're a really strong, confident starter biscuit for the spring. Totally. If you're arranging for the spring visit, you can always have these elaborate tins that everybody gets out. I mean, it's the first flowering in the year. Everybody gets carried away. You get the more expensive brands, so the M&S, the Waitrose, sometimes even Fortnum & Mason in May. I've seen it. Expensive things is stored away for the winter, so you get the exotic new age flavors. You have your rose tinted or unusual flavor of shortbread. But this bourbon and custard cream just says it's a classic statement. You can buy them in bulk from the supermarket, and I think it just makes people think, okay, she's not gone for the very elaborate, very sexy biscuits that usually come straight out of spring. Maybe she's got a bit more to give.
Yeah, I think they do say that, and what I love about picking something simple like this is that they're so suitable for all occasions, like family events, friends, even, I would say, boyfriends can enjoy these.
Yeah, I was going to ask, I did wonder if these were boy-friendly. Oh, they definitely are. I think men are much more conservative in these things than us girls, and if you turn up with these in the garden, the kitchen, even the bedroom, they're a strong eye-catching silhouette. He's going to be happy.
So you'd even take these into the bedroom, Tamsin?
I would, because you don't always have to change your biscuit just because you're in the bedroom.
I do have a bit of an issue with crumbs, though.
I was going to say, if you're having the issue with crumbs, or we're all having issues with the crumbs around this same time of year, then these are back.
Wow.
Everybody remembers them.
Yeah. Okay, oh my gosh. Can you just describe to us what you're holding up, Tamsin?
Okay, so they're little biscuit trays. They're out a few years ago. They come back. They're in better colours. They're better design. They're less showable. So you'll keep a stack of these next to bed, and you just use them when needed.
Yeah, it's so great. Okay, anyway, so Penelope, what has been exciting you this spring?
Okay, so my big story of the week this week is, again, it's a well-known biscuit to everybody who'd be listening. It's very 90s, and they're back with new display units in newsagents, supermarkets, everywhere. It is Wagon Wheel.
Oh.
Wagon Wheel. Now, Wagon Wheel is the iconic biscuit of the 90s. It was a game changer in terms of materials, aesthetic, and just overall biscuit philosophy, really. It didn't matter anymore if you wanted something bigger than your average designer biscuit. You didn't have to worry about how many to go for at once. You remember that rather bitchy biscuit etiquette that existed then?
Yeah.
And Wagon Wheel came, and it was fresh, it was sweet. The roundness was an out there look at the time, and it was triple layer with that exquisite marshmallow centre. Well, they're back, and the new look is amazing. The wrapper is burgundy. It's got a safety seal, which is really handy. You can start off with it early in the night, slip it into a handbag, and pop it back out later. The colours, we know, it's the brown, it's the deep pink of the jam, and the white. I'm going to be strutting around with this like nobody's business everywhere. You're not going to see me without this biscuit this season. It's a must-have. And we're very excited what's going to come with it. There'll be an additional flavour, possibly a hot drink promotion with it. The designer is going to be showcasing it in supermarket shows. So that's my new pick, is a new take on something old again. And, you know, they're definitely very boy-friendly.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so this is definitely a red carpet pick, isn't it, Penelope?
Yeah, they're great for the red carpet for obvious reasons.
Okay, great. Okay, so, well, lastly from me then, getting slightly away from the classics, this is just, well, it's a very new trend, and it's basically to take your normal everyday biscuit selection and just add a few pink wafers. Yeah? No, okay, no, hear me out. Nobody say you've got to plaster your whole outfit with pink. Nobody wants to see an all-pink wafer disaster a la kind of 1980s children parties, but if you have your normal selection of shortbread, chocolate fingers, the strong ginger nuts, you can just add every third biscuit or so a pink wafer, and people like it. You know, it's a cheeky little surprise, and they complement the colours of the other biscuits brilliantly, and of course they're very cheap and widely available. I was going to say, apart from that, I did have my eye caught by a wonderful 20-foot piece of shortbread. I know, but I did think I could get away with it for, like, maybe garden parties, perhaps?
No, definitely not, Monica.
Oh.
I think that's best consigned to your imagination. Also, I just got to say, pink wafers are Marmite for me.
Oh, no, babes, they're not Marmite.
No, I mean that they're love or hate. I mean, I'm not seeing it working, but I'm willing to watch you try. I just wonder how, you know, how many big brands are really going to be doing pink wafers this season? Perhaps Nestle, maybe some of the cheaper supermarkets, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Well, hopefully it won't be an absolute disaster. We're going to let you know how that one goes, listeners. Please do email in your own biscuit arrangements to us. Each week a winner is going to get the latest Waitrose Deluxe biscuit selection. So thank you guys for listening. Next week we're going to be bringing to you reviews of all the newest luxury biscuit ranges out in stores this month, and see what's filtered down to the small and independent shops. So why don't you get your tins ready for the party season, girls, and keep it sweet. Yeah? What do you think, girls?
Yeah, I'd just like to say bye-bye, and don't get too... with things like crumbs, there are people you can speak to about these sorts of things. It doesn't have to be a public airing of it. Yeah, that's true, and I just want to say bye, really, and keep it sweet.